everybody? Tyron the God 3 here. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 99. This episode is titled Show Them Krillin's True Power. So this episode basically is about Krillin. Yeah, the title tells itself. It was mostly about Krillin. What I mean by that is the tournament goes on, keeps going on, and Krillin and Android 18 end up together, and they have to end up fighting several different warriors. They end up fighting two warriors that I believe probably should have just been on Universe 9's team, because they fit the whole, like, wolf, fox, deal. They fit the whole wolf-fox scenario that was happening, the coyote and all of those, like, the canine-like characters. And I just thought it was weird that they were on a different team. But then again, obviously, they don't have to pick the same race from each team. Maybe those two universes have two races that are similar, much like how Universe 7 and Universe 6 have Saiyans or whatever. Whatever. Point is, they end up beating one guy who almost got the better of Krillin, but Android 18 came in right on time, and they were able to work together. Then they had another guy who was blind, so the solar flare didn't work. So all that, all that showing off of the 100-time solar flare, and Krillin didn't even get the real chance to utilize it because the one fighter that they ended up using it on was blind. So that was a waste. But Krillin does end up beating him by using his shoe in order to mess up his sense of smell, which is funny. I thought Krillin was just going to use the shoe to throw it, and the tap of the shoe would make it sound like he's on the other side, so he would go there. But I forgot that he's a canine-like creature, so he's probably relying on his sense of smell rather than his sense of hearing. So, yeah, Krillin cleverly beats him. But the minute that ends up happening, Frost comes in, knocks Krillin out. Heck, this means Krillin is the first to lose. A lot of people, including myself, thought that Tien was probably going to take the L first, because Tien was just a placeholder in most of our eyes. Tien was just a placeholder, much like Master Roshi and Krillin, unfortunately. All three of them were really just placeholders. But Tien has the least, unfortunately, and we're looking at this to a marketing scale, unfortunately, because that's kind of what Dragon Ball Super is all about. It's marketing. They don't really care about story or plot or, creating an entire tale. They're not caring about that. They're mostly caring about what sells toys. Tien's the least marketable. Like, there's nothing about him. He doesn't have any transformations. All he's really got going for him is the Shinkikoho. So we thought, myself included, I thought he was going to get knocked out first, but it turns out Krillin ends up getting knocked out first. So if this was Team 4-Star, another hit on the Krillin own counter. But anyway, yeah, so that basically happened. Android 18 gets pissed. Android 17's like, yo, keep your head in the game. Yeah, Krillin's knocked out, but at least now we can both work together and utilize the fact that we're basically OP because we can't run out of energy. After that, the episode pretty much ends. I do love the fact that this tournament took the time to focus on the other characters, this is Dragon Ball Super, so it's hit me to a point where my expectations actually got lowered, and I actually thought that, the tournament was mostly going to revolve around Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, with occasionally we see fights here and there, with Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, and the others being nothing but camp fodder for quick knockouts. Like, oh, somebody got pissed. Boom, Piccolo's knocked out now. Oh, somebody raged. Oh, snaps, there's Tien. Oh, a female did this flirty thing and knocked Master Roshi off guard. It's up to Vegeta to fight her now, or something. Like, I just thought that was what it was going to be. Like, Gohan has been getting a lot of spotlight only because the fans are butthurt if he doesn't get any spotlight. But if he gets too much spotlight, like he did in Dragon Ball Z during the Majin Buu saga, people get butthurt again. So Goku has to take the front seat. So they decide to share it. But anyway, I am glad they decided to at least take the time to focus on the characters. Krillin actually did legitimately win those fights in pretty cool ways in team membership with Android 18. So I thought that was really good that they actually took the time to focus on these two characters and their relationship and make them work together. It's kind of messed up how he got brushed off so quickly. But at least they took the time to, have them work together. And I actually do, this is a little part of mine, I actually do like how Beerus chews Krillin out for losing. And then Supreme Kai, he doesn't chew Krillin out for losing. He actually says things that you're supposed to say, like, you did a very good job, Krillin. But the way he says it is almost like he's chewing him out too. So Krillin's getting good cop, bad cop, but the good cop just happens to be mean on the side. I thought it was a pretty funny moment. It's some characterization we haven't seen from Supreme Kai in ever, actually. So that happened. This episode did a good job of focusing on Krillin, but to knock him out so quickly and to knock him out with Frost, hopefully they're going to, tackle that later, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like they really did anything about it. Plus, there's one scene that kind of bothers me. Vegeta was about to fight Botamo, right? And when he was about to fight Botamo, Hit was there too. So I was expecting Hit to just use the Toki Tabashi, hit Vegeta in like the Adam's apple, and he'd be down or something. Remember, this is Hit. It feels like they're just downplaying Hit now. Like, oh, Hit's not the main focus of this saga like he was in the Champa arc, so we're not gonna even make him a remote threat, even though this dude freaking knows how to skip time. He can skip time. He should have the tournament should have started with literally him just all you hear is gang, 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 and then everybody just gets hit. He can skip time. But regardless, so that ends up happening. There's a lot of fights happening at once, but other than that, there's no real other issues I could have thought of with that. So there's that. In conclusion, this episode was good for Krillin, and I'm glad they actually took the chance to focus on him, actually. I want to see a lot of tournament fights like this where they focus on the other characters. I mean, overall, and I should have put this as the cons, but this is an overall thing. It's not just with the episode itself. What Super has done is focused all of its energy on Goku and Vegeta for literally 3 sagas, and now they all of a sudden decide, oh snaps, other side characters are a thing. Oh my god. We need to actually focus on those. So now everybody's got to play catch up to be almost as relevant. And it's just, the whole concept messes with me. So, yeah, I'm glad they actually decided to focus on these side characters, on these support characters. But part of me, and this is a large part of me, that's going too little too late. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and focus on the next episode, which focuses on our, ever-loving lady, Kale, I'm sorry. Out of control, the Savage Berserker awakens. And just a side note here, I'm guessing the Savage Berserker is the name they're going to give Kale in lieu of the legendary Super Saiyan title that they give Broly. So yeah, this is going to be a headache and a half. I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3 out.